Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you, and good afternoon and good evening to people who have joined from other parts of the world. So before we move ahead, we are remembering the heroes and martyrs of 26/11 terror attack, and we pay our tributes to their courage and resilience. Okay, so let's start with today's session. A quick introduction about myself. I'm Rishab Raj, Product Manager at Lumenore, and alongside me is Mr. Raj Tiwari, Big Data Architect at Lumenore. That was quick introduction about me and Raj. He'll be taking over the demo today. Moving on to Lumenore, let's move to the agenda. Today's agenda is we'll be talking about Lumenore in brief. What Lumenore is? It's a data platform where you can ingest your data, transform it, and get insights, and also utilize machine learning. Then we have the data magnet, which we'll be talking about in detail in the later half. And within that, there is real-time streaming. That's the highlight of the day. So data magnet, its key capabilities we'll be covering. Then how we do real-time data streaming in data magnet. What are its benefits? Introduction about that, and then Raj would be taking over the demo part, and he would be explaining about how we can utilize this particular feature and get real-time insights and drive your decision making. Later in the later half of session, at the end you can put your questions. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat, and we'll be taking it up once we are done with this session. Okay, so here's a quick overview about Lumenore. As I explained, it's a data platform. You can ingest your data, you can transform it, you can clean it, and then you can put it into your final data source or destination, to be precise. You can build on top of that dashboards. You can utilize machine learning, run machine learning models, get insights from that, and it's based on the insights you can drive your decision making of your organization. So it's a powerful AI enabled data analytics tool. We have Gen AI and natural language capabilities as well, and we have tried to create a platform wherein we have democratized insights from data. If you're not very technical, even a business user can log into Lumenore and complete the entire flow, right from data ingestion to getting insights, getting some values out of their data. That's what the Lumenore is all about. And we do have multiple connectors available wherever your data resides, whether it's an RDMMS, whether it's a NoSQL based database, or whether they are files or APIs. Everything is supported here. Most of things are covered. In case there is something that's not there in Lumenore, we do have customizability options as well on pro bono basis. Next. So here are a few capabilities of Lumenore platform. On a broad categorization, we do have data engineering and management and data intelligence. Based on that, we have 5 key pillars of Lumenore. First of that being data magnet, which is our ETL tool. We have developed it in-house, and we have tried to create an ETL tool which enables everybody to use the capabilities. It's a drag and drop based tool, low code, as well as we have project customizations to run SQL queries and JavaScript based scripts that you can utilize data magnet for. We have 100 plus connectors available, as I told initially, whether it's an RDBMS, files, APIs, JSON, XML, Parquet files, you name it, we have it all. It's based on a big data framework. Behind the scenes, we are utilizing the power of Spark, so you can process any amount of data, and you're good to go with data processing and getting insights from that. As I told, it's a GUI-based application, but we do have customization options as well. Write your scripts, and in case you are a technical user, you do have options for that as well. Then the second pillar is Lumenore's Data Lakehouse. So it's a data warehousing solution that we are providing. High performance database we're using at the backend, and it's a multi-parallel processing database. So you are sorted from that perspective. the data volume is not going to be an issue. Then you can choose options to deploy it on public, private, or hybrid cloud based on your use case. Then the third and one of the most important pillars is, I mean, all of them are important, but since we are talking about democratization of data, we are talking about dashboards. That's where this Lumenore's intuitive dashboards come into picture. You have 100 plus chart options, pie charts, bar charts, all the simple charts are already covered. Then we have on top of that high chart library support. You can write your own JavaScript, or you can get help from Lumenore's GenAI capabilities and get the code right from there and put it into your dashboards. And you can utilize all the available visualizations in that library as well. So you can create interactive dashboards through it, filter it, provide row level security, provide access to different users in your organization. That's there. Then we have Lumenore's conversational analytics, which we call as Ask Me, wherein, as I mentioned already, we have GenAI capabilities. You can simply type, your questions in about your data in simple plain English, and you'll be getting a response, in terms of visualizations as well as the insights, the summarization of what your data is about, based on the questions that you have asked. So that is there. We call it narrative insights because along with the visualizations, you also get kind of a narrative that is built around your query, around your data. It reads your data and gives you that particular input. Then the last one is Lumenore's advanced and augmented analytics, which we call as insights. So this is one of the pillars wherein machine learning and AI both can be used by a user who is not very technical. They don't need to know Python. They don't need to know any machine learning algorithms. Even if you're a business user, you know about your data. You can just select from available ML algorithms, ML models, or in case you don't want to go for that also, we have auto ML options available. It will automatically, based on your data, based on what kind of data it is, it will select a machine learning model, train on it, and then it will provide you forecasting, predictive analytics, and many more options as well. So these were the capabilities of Lumenore platform. Coming to the highlight of the day, Data Magnet, which is our ETL tool, and we'll be giving a demo on this for the real-time streaming. A quick introduction about that. It's an ETL tool. What is ETL? It's like short form for extract, transform, and load. Extraction, you'll extract your data from some source system, whether it's MySQL, MySQL, any RDBMS or NoSQL. Then we do provide options to transform your data. You can clean it. You can clean null values. You can clean any data which is not up to the mark in terms of quality. You can transform it, aggregate, sorting, joins, everything is available here in the Data Magnet in terms of components. So you just drag the component, put the input, and it's done there. So that was the part of transformation step. Then we have the load. As any other ETL tool, load is there. You can load your data from any source to any destination. So as I told, we have multiple connectors available. You can put your data right from MySQL, put it into Postgre, or cloud-based applications as well, like Redshift, Snowflake. Those are available as well. So we are covered from that perspective in Data Magnet. Next. Okay, so here are quick features about Data Magnet. As you can see on the screen, that's a demo of how you can create a pipeline in Data Magnet. You have components majorly categorized into three categories: source, target, and transformation. Source is where you bring your data from. Target, where do you want to put your data, and in between, whatever transformations, data quality checks, cleaning that you want to do, that's present in the transformation tab. So you have full flexibility in Data Magnet. You can do a batch-based processing. You can do a real-time processing, which we'll be talking about in detail in the later half. Then you can load. We have load monitoring and logging. You can monitor your pipelines, how much data has been processed, all the details about your pipeline, when it was executed, when it failed. All those details are available on the go. Then we have data refresh scheduler. We have a built-in scheduler as well in the Data Magnet itself. You can schedule your pipelines up to the grain of a minute, which is you want it hour, day, week basis and up to a grain of minute. So you can replicate kind of real-time streaming through that. But now we have, since real-time streaming data as a separate feature, that's also there. So change data capture is there in Data Magnet for real-time streaming. That's the base. We have machine learning integration, GenAI integration. All the editors we have GenAI integration. You write your query, it will correct the syntax. It will give you options to get the right kind of query in order to execute on your source systems. That is, you're covered from that perspective in Data Magnet. Next. Okay. So coming to the heart of the conversation today, as I told, ETL is something that we do, and on top of that, real time streaming is what we are focusing on today. So for understanding what is real time streaming, so it refers to the continuous flow of your data right from your source system to your destination. Continuous as well as real time, as in whenever the change is occurring in your source system, it has to reflect on your destination. For example, I can take financial transactions. You do payments through your UPI, through your cards. It has to be reflected at that same moment on your bank's end, or on your destination systems, your bank's destination systems, because it's a time sensitive problem that we are trying to address here. So whether it could be financial transactions, it could be streaming, gaming, all those are example of real-time streaming data streaming. So change data capture is something that we need for this. We have it in Data Magnet. It captures whatever changes are happening in terms of inserts, updates, or deletes. It captures it and it transfers your data in real time to your destination. At the same time, handling transformation in between, whatever intermediate transformation you want to perform, that's also covered. Next. Yeah, so I mean, how do we do it using Luminos Data Magnet? That was about real-time data streaming. So there are a few features or key pillars, I would say. First is being CDC, change data capture. You need to capture the changes that are happening on the go, insert updates and deletes, and then you can utilize it further in your pipeline. You can do on-the-fly transformation, as I mentioned, so I won't be going deeper into that. You can enrich your data, aggregate it, join it with some other data source as well, in case you want to populate some master data. So that's there. Then the USP of how we do it using Data Magnet is we have a zero copy architecture. So we don't replicate your data in between during the intermediate phases in any database, thereby reducing load on your Lumenore server in case you are utilizing that, or your source systems as well. Also, because of this, the data transfer is as is happening in as less time as it is possible. So that's about it. And using this particular feature, you can leverage real-time analytics, as in you're getting results or getting insights from your data right when it is happening in your source system. So Raj will be focusing more on that with an example. Okay, so here's a quick data streaming flow diagram of how real-time streaming happens through Data Magnet. So you can have multiple source systems which are transmitting data on the go, every second, every even that green could be every second, every 5 seconds, whatever it is based on your source system. For ingestion and integration, we are using Kafka in the backend to perform this operation. That's there. Then you can transform it, as I told, and put it into your destination system, whether it's a columnar database like Vertica, or it is a RDBMS like MySQL or MySQL. Then you can definitely connect your dashboards. I'm focusing on Luminore dashboards. Then connect your Luminore dashboards through this. So this entire pipeline, right from data ingestion to cleaning and to creating your dashboards and getting some value out of it, that can happen in Luminore platform itself. So you don't have to look for third-party options to do this. That's all covered in Luminore. So from here onwards, I'd like to hand mic over to Raj. So Raj, you can carry on from here.
Thank you, Rishabh, for the brief overview on Luminor. And before we start, I would like to take a minute to remember the victims and heroes of the 26/11 Mumbai attacks, and I would like to pay a tribute to their courage and continuous resilience. Thank you. So before we dive into the demo, let's understand the scenario first here through a quick story. So this is John. This is John here. So John owns an IT firm and he has installed multiple solar panels in different regions of the world. And what his firms does is that they gather data from multiple solar panels and store it in a SQL server. But John is confused as of now. He wants to get insights on his data. He wants to know which of his solar system is down, or which of the solar system site is creating the highest electricity, or even there are cases when John wants to know which of the solar panel is operating at a higher temperature. And today he uses batch loading to get his insights and analytics. But there might be cases when you want to take instant actions, and that's the case where real-time streaming comes in. And but the thing is, John is confused. How does he achieve this? And the solution to this is Luminor. So how Luminor works is that Luminor basically takes up data from your SQL server, and using the capability of Data Magnet, we bring your data in real time to any lakehouse. So this lakehouse can be Vertica, Snowflake, Redshift, Google BigQuery, or any other source system that you desire. It can be a database also, it can be a warehouse also, depending upon your need. And using that data, we provide you with the live analytics on dashboards, provide you with conversational analytics and predictive analytics. Okay, so before we move into that, we'll be dividing our today's demo into three phases. First phase is the batch loading, second phase is real-time streaming, and the final phase of analytics. Why we have divided this into three phases is that consider the scenario of John, where John is bringing the data in real time. But in order to get the correct analytics, his historical data must also be present in the source in the destination system. So we'll be going over the process of bringing the historical data first using the batch loading capability. Then we'll be bringing his real-time data from the SQL server, and then we'll be showing you how analytics can be driven in Luminor. Okay, so let me just share my screen. My team has shared you the link to the Luminor website. You can register for free here and try out all the capabilities of Luminor. But since for today's demo, we require the capability of Data Magnet, I'll be signing up for it. And you can sign up using your Google and LinkedIn. My team has also shared the links for the knowledge base in case you want to learn about the Luminor capabilities first. And we also have shared the links for the Luminor community and Luminor certification portal where you can get yourself Luminor certified. And for this instance, for this demo, I have already created a user. So let me just log in. And I'll be using my demo organization here. You can create multiple organizations in your ID also when you're registering yourself. So this is the home page of Luminor. On the left hand side of the panel of the page, you will see multiple capabilities of the Luminor. Let me give you a quick overview of all of those. So for our first phase, since we'll be requiring to batch load the data, we'll be utilizing the capability of data tab. Data tab is basically your self-service data pipelines where you can quickly connect to 100 plus connectors as mentioned by Rishab. So we can select multiple source systems here and we can connect and bring data from any of those. Then we can create our data sets and schema and move on to analytics or dashboards or advanced analytics part. You can also utilize the capability of Data Magnet, which is our in-house ETL tool. But since for today's demo, we are utilizing the Data Magnet for real-time streaming, we'll be using Connect Data, that is a self-service pipelines for our batch loading. Then we have the dashboard capability, which provides you the capability of creating interactive charts. We have our Luminor Ask Me, which is our AI powered conversational analytics platform. It provides you with the capability to query your data in natural language. And finally, Do You Know and Data Magnet, which provides you with advanced analytics and data science capabilities along with ETL. So, moving on to our first phase, that is batch loading. Let me connect John's SQL Server here. So, John's data resides in Microsoft SQL Server. John can create a new connection as per his requirement. But for today's scenario, since I have already created a connection here, I'll be utilizing that. So since John has data in multiple databases also, and his data mostly is related to solar, I'll be using his power generation data set. So John's data consists of multiple districts, which defines the multiple regions from where his solar data is coming from, the date of each of the entry in his database, and there are numerous other fields like the net generation of electricity, the actual temperature of the solar panels, or the gross generation of the solar panels, and many other things that we can generate from an IoT sensor from a solar panel to our system. Let me give you a quick preview of it. And as you can see, being a solar panel site, energy site, this generates a lot of measures for us to perform our analytics. So let me just save the data set. And you can also utilize the capabilities of change data capture in your SQL Server also to bring data which has in incremental load. Then moving on towards the capability of creating a schema. Schema is basically like the data modeling tab in Luminor. So in case you have multiple tables, you want to create a join or apply join conditions or filter operations, you can create those joins over here. But for today's scenario, since I have only one table, I'll be utilizing without join schema. Let me save my schema here. So my schema is saved, and you can define all your dimensions and metrics over here. You can define your row level security. You can define variables that you can utilize in your Luminor ASME or dashboards. But since our bigger perspective is to create a dashboard which can help us get the real time insights, I'll give you a quick overview of how dashboards can be created in Luminor first. So I've selected my table, and I'll be utilizing the district column, which provides us the regions of all the places where my John's solar panels are installed. And I'm using the net generation column, which provides me the details of the electricity generated in that particular region. Okay, then you have the capability to define multiple charts here. But for now, for making it easier to understand, I'll be using a bar chart. Okay, and we have the bar chart over here. So as you can see, we have different regions defined on net generation over here, and we can design our dashboard also. So let me just apply a blank format, and my dashboard is ready over here. But since our use case is wider and we want to understand how real-time streaming would be impacting John's complete firm and his data, I've already created a dashboard for us. Let me give you a quick overview of that also first, and then we'll be moving towards the second phase of real-time streaming. So this is his plant performance analysis dashboard. And as you can see, it shows target versus actual net generation of the solar plants on multiple regions, right? And it also defines a composite score for his firm, where it tells him that okay, my combined of all the sites, my the generation of the solar is not up to the mark, so I need to increase this score. So in case this data increases for the net generation, this score will also increase for John. And since we are utilizing the capability of real time streaming, I'll be focusing on Andaman today as of now. So we'll be trying to we'll bring data from Andaman city in real time, and we'll see how this dashboard grows with us. Okay. So moving on towards the capability of data magnet, where we'll be implementing the real time streaming and a second phase of the session. And you can create multiple projects in data magnet as per your need also. So this is the canvas of data magnet, and as shown by Rishabh in PPT also, we have multiple sources over present over here where you can bring data from, be it Excel, CSV, Parquet files, Avro files, JSON files, JDBC connections. Anywhere you think of any source to any destination, you can bring, transform, and load your data. Then we have the target steps, like the table output steps, which loads your data into your RDBMS systems. We have the target file where you can download your data set in case you have already cleaned and make it ready for your AI use cases. Then we have numerous number of transform steps present over here, like the query executor step, the REST API step, the Java executor step, and many more. So let's move on to the part of streaming. So this is my stream monitoring window. And when you create multiple streams, so you will be able to see the total number of streams here, the running number of streams, and the failed streams. Okay. So let me just create a stream here first. I'll be naming it webinar, and I'll be selecting my SQL Server connection. Since John's data resides in SQL Server, I'll be using that for the streaming. But we can create streams from multiple other connectors also, which all those which are present in Data Magnet also, and and in my data tab also. So let me select my table, and from the energy dataset, I'm using the power generation dataset. But before we move into the saving phase, let me make you one thing clear that in order to bring data from RDBMS system, especially SQL Server, one must enable the change data capture functionality, right? And why that is required? Because in order to get the live data from the RDBMS system, it is required that you enable these functionalities in your database also. So let me just verify that, and my CDC is enabled, so I can proceed with that. Then I'll be selecting my destination connection, which is Vertica for today. And I don't need to worry about the fact that I have to create my destination table also, because that is automatically logged after by the streaming capability. Then we can assign alerts here, email alerts. You can send emails in cases of errors or failures. And you can also set up Teams channel in case you want to get live updates on your streams. So I'll be turning off the alerts as of now, but let me create a stream first. And by the time stream is creating and configuring itself, let me give you a quick overview of what this defines for us. So the stream list gives you the name of the source table from your database, the destination table, and the rows affected. It shows you the number of records inserted. It shows you the number of records updated or deleted, along with the created date time and the capability to adjust your email functionalities or even delete a stream in case you're required to do that. Okay, so what we'll be doing is that I'll be inserting one record here, and then what we'll be doing, I'll keep on inserting multiple records for the Andaman district. And once my data stream has started, so I will show you the analytics over the dashboard which we just saw. Okay, so just let me give a quick refresh, and my one record is already inserted as I just did now, and I will keep on inserting more records now. Okay, so let me just move on to the dashboard part. And if we see here, so my current Andaman city is on 0.6 as of now. So let me just refresh this particular chart and see my data has increased to 4.6%. Okay, so my net generation is increasing in real time, and I can refresh it according to my need and see how much data am I getting. So, oh, I lost the Andaman city here. Yeah, so 10.6, and it is increasing as data is coming to our data lakehouse, right? But suppose that John is not as intelligent as a data analyst he has hired. He is not unable to understand the dashboard that his data analyst or business analyst have developed for him. So what does John do now? He can't go to everyone every time to understand the dashboard. And in cases of critical condition, when he wants to understand what and how he should take his decision, there might not be availability for everyone. And that's where the capability of AI insights comes in. Will AI insights basically helps you generate insights on your particular charts and helps you get recommendations on those. It helps you explain the meaning of those charts and get a wider perspective of what this dashboard is about. So we are creating the AI insight for it, and my AI is on work. I hope my AI can give me some good insights as John is waiting. So the recommendations as per my AI suggests that there needs to be a performance analysis, there needs to be an investment in technology, we need training programs also. It defines my top five districts, my bottom five districts, and the percentages given by it. Okay, so this was how my real-time streaming is working. This was how I am able to fetch the data in real time on my dashboards. But what if there is a use case where the John doesn't want to even look at the dashboard, or he doesn't want to even hire a data analyst? So how does he do that? How can he himself ask questions in natural language and get insights? Using the capability of Luminor Ask Me, we'll be creating charts here. Okay, so I'll be selecting my schema over here. Oh, sorry, I click manage schema. Just give me a minute. Let me switch the schema, and I'll be using my dataset and schema here, and my dataset is selected. So let me just ask the question: what is the average net generation for Andaman district? So this would provide me with insights and the quick chart for my Andaman district particularly, but it provides you with other questions also, like average gross generation year to date or net deviation, and we can create the same charts that we derived in the dashboard here also, like show me target generation versus net generation. And here it is. So that was a quick overview of how real-time streaming works using Data Magnet, and how ASME and dashboards functionality in Luminor can be utilized to get real-time insights on your data. So you can drop your questions in the chat. I'm available to answer all those queries also. And you can register for free on the Luminor website and try out all these capabilities. And in case you require to request a demo separately also, my team can connect with you, and we have shared a link to connect with the team also. And we can move right that into it.
So as Raj said, it's a you should be trying Luminor. It's a premium based licensing that we have. You don't have to pay upfront in case you want to utilize some features. Not all of them are available for free, but you can definitely try it out. And in case you need it, you can reach out to us for demo. And yeah, so I hope this helps you democratize your data journey in your organization. And yeah, we are open to questions. If there is anybody, think we are open to questions.
We'll be waiting for 5 more minutes for any questions that you have. And in case you have some bigger questions, then we can obviously connect separately also. I believe that everyone is trying the Luminar now. So Karthik has a question that can we stream data from MySQL to Snowflake, as this is my use case? Absolutely, Karthik. So as I told you, we can stream data from any to any connector, be it MySQL or or say SQL Server, Snowflake, Redshift. From any to any connector, you can stream your data and bring your analytics in real time.
So not just Snowflake, we have Redshift as well. All these data warehousing solutions that are available on cloud like Snowflake, Redshift, uh, even big. So all of that is covered. So definitely you should try Lumenore, try replicating your use case uh, using pipelines in Data Magnet. And in case you have any doubts, if in case you need support, we do have help section as well. We have a knowledge base which you can utilize for the same.
And I would suggest all of you to get Luminor certified because that would help you in your journey of being a layman to what a business analyst or data analyst could be. So we'll be ending this session as of now, but you can obviously connect with us over the LinkedIn or email or any other case that you have, and we are happy to answer all your questions again. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.